What up, what up, what up? It's your boy JB coming at you live and direct, and you know what it is. It's the Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast, man. I'm coming to y'all from the car today because I just picked up the sticks for the night's recording, man, and I was just in there, and there was a good discussion going on that I didn't get involved with, but they were talking about your boy Russell Wilson, so I had to jump on and say, dang, Russ, was it that bad? Again, dang, Russ, was it that bad? I don't know if you guys have seen the news, but yesterday the Denver Broncos released Russell Wilson and have agreed to pay $85 million to not have him show up to work. Guys, this is huge because this man was supposed to be the savior in Denver. But I want to go there, guys. Russ was not supposed to be in Denver anyway. Remember, when he left Seattle, he had the perfect setup. The person in authority had chosen him over that Legion of Boom defense. They were protecting him. They gave him a system that allowed him to thrive, that nobody ever saw him as the problem. Well, guess what, guys? He didn't want that anymore. He wanted to go out and show that he was his own brand. Now, let's remember, guys, in that Super Bowl against the Patriots, they wanted to give Russell Wilson the opportunity to be the face of the franchise. And when Malcolm Butler intercepted that pass, I don't think Russell Wilson ever recovered, because that was your opportunity. And guess what I'm saying to you guys? All of us going to get an opportunity to go to the next level. Either you going to fumble it or you going to actually excel. Russell fumbled it. Now, let's back to Denver now. Denver gets a new coach. The new owners that came in before Sean Payton came in, they thought Russell Wilson could get them to a Super Bowl immediately. The Walton family got more money than they know what to do with, so they paid this contract. But where did Russell mess up? Russell came in acting like he was in a LA market or in a New York market, because that's where he wanted to be. He wanted to be in New York or LA. He wanted to be in a market where he could build his brand. And I can tell you guys, what he tried to do in Denver is not going to work. Peyton Manning, who Hall of Fame, had won his Super Bowl. He came to Denver and didn't bring this kind of cachet with him or this kind of brand building that Russell Wilson tried to come into Denver with, right? Russell came in talking about his faith, talking about his family, doing all that kind of stuff, but on the side that you couldn't see, separate office in the building, had his own entourage in the building, had his own parking spot in the building, things that nobody else was getting. And guess what, guys? When you don't win, now everybody becomes tired of the act. And that's what happened to Russell Wilson. Everybody's tired of the act. Everybody's tired of this guy who's trying to act like he doesn't go through what everybody else goes through. Walking to the middle of the field and acting like you becoming one with God and spinning in a circle and all of that kind of stuff, because you're trying to bring attention to you. In Seattle, the attention was on the defense, which allowed you to thrive. Some of y'all got to realize that everybody ain't meant for that load on their shoulders. And Russell has found that out. So now he's getting $85 million. And again, guys, he's got a guaranteed deal. They got to pay him $85 million. But you know what hurt the most? Until Kirk Cousins figures out what team he's going to go to, nobody's lining up to get Russell Wilson. I mean, he could go to the Patriots. They're going to pay him a league minimum. He can go to the Steelers and maybe back up Kenny Pickens. I mean, I guess he could go to Atlanta. And I don't know who else is out there. But guys, this is the most humbling thing, because now you got to realize, when you've been given the keys to the kingdom and you fumble it, it doesn't matter. $85 million doesn't matter, because guess what? Now you've moved out to Denver. You've done all that charitable stuff, but you didn't perform on the field and you didn't win. And so when people ask, dang, Russ, what happened? You became a diva instead of becoming a Hall of Famer. And what do I mean by that? You're going to get to the Hall of Fame. You won a Super Bowl with Seattle. Hell of a team. I want to say you got back to another Super Bowl as well, but I might be wrong. But my perspective is, guys, yeah, I guess he did get to, because that's when they lost it to New England. But when you get the opportunity, guys, and somebody turns over the authority to you, don't fumble it. Don't think that it's about you. What they wanted was the you of Seattle. They didn't want this guy trying to build a brand that's trying to match his wife's brand. Because guess what, guys? Sierra didn't get fired. If Sierra dropped the album right now, she's still relevant. Russell Wilson now has to go find relevancy. Now, granted, that $85 million guaranteed gonna keep him warm while he finds relevancy. So it's always good to look out for yourself and get that deal. But what these owners just showed you guys is, in the NFL world, just because we give you that money don't mean you own us. Don't mean we gonna be scared to get rid of you. Now the Cowboys got that same problem with Dak, but they not gonna pull the trigger like the Walton family just did with Russell Wilson. And I can tell you guys, remember, if you're on a team sport, building your brand has to become organic. It's not something that you can try to force and having PR directors and separating yourself from the group and that kind of thing. Building a brand means I got to win, and it's going to come organically. It's going to come naturally. Why is LeBron in the position he's in? Because he's winning. When he doesn't win, it's a big deal. And Russell Wilson just found that out because he did not. The owners gave you the keys to the kingdom, and now they want them back, and they willing to lose and not have a quarterback and pay you $85 million in order to get control of their team within the next 3 years. So dang, Russ, what happened? Russ decided that Russ was a bigger brand than the Denver Broncos, and when he didn't win, it's time to get rid of you. And $85 million ain't a lot to pay when your net worth is in the billions, right? And guys, learn from it. Don't let what happened to Russ happen to you, because everybody has a level that it happens on. And just because you're not a $245 million contract person doesn't mean it ain't happening at your $50,000 a year job, your $100,000 a year job. Everybody gets the opportunity. Don't fumble it, man. And until next time, man, I appreciate y'all tuning into this. Look below in the description. Get the merch, man. Support the channel. If you hadn't already, hit that like button, mash that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notification. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think, man. And until next time, we gonna holler.